How many times can we say that black men are the most involved fathers? How many times can we say that black men marry black women damn near at a 90% rate? And it's still falling on deaf ears. Umar's arguments sound like a lot of these women out here. I know you did the right thing. That ain't enough. Let's keep on going.
That's the only that is where we should be focusing.
Women bring the choice of life, right? We understand that, right? I can't have a child unless a woman agrees.
And she can't carry one if you didn't put it in her.
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only
if
up to her.
you don't put a seed in her, nothing else happens. And no woman can make you put a seed in her. So the original act was the responsibility of a man.
True. I mean,
all right. So did black men willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was?
It was systemic.
All right. So how, if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault, how are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
we can't be leaders.
Here's the question we got to make. Here's the question. Because the argument y'all make, feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay.
It's an argument that says, I don't want the responsibility.
I'm a leader.
I don't want to fix shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fall back and let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative. That's not
what we're making excuses for.
I'm saying I am the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I worked too hard in my life.
I'm going to go back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. Do you see that? And, she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie. And that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
I worked too hard in my life.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar,
men supposed to raise the boys.
Right. We as men is holding other men accountable for the same thing that you talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
what you mean, mentoring them? Now I mean he's a great father.
I ain't talking about that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism. Yeah. What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now? Nothing.
We're being
but talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could take it.
It's not going to get better unless we put hands on deck. The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood. Where the dentist at? He ain't in the black community no more. Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon black boys, and then we blame black men for poor choices in mates that they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
That's a goddamn motherfucking lie. Now you finna get toothpick Kofa. So if y'all wanted a rant, here it goes. That's a motherfucking lie. How in the fuck am I supposed to build some shit and I'm watching it burn down in front of me? And then the people that are burning it down, producing the children that are burning it down, choosing the men that are burning it down, you don't even give me a fucking hose. I gotta run down to the goddamn lake with a bucket, grab the water, run back, try to put out the damn fire at the house. Then I'm supposed to form a chain with some other black men. But guess what? That bucket, resources. Here go woke Kofa. Resources, goddammit. That bucket gotta go all the way through these other hands. Down to the lake, get the water, pass all the way up. Just like any other resource, when it starts passing through hands, if I pass a bucket to somebody and we're in a rush and we're trying to put out a fire, stay with me for the hypothetical, we're trying to put out a fire, we all know in a rush, some of that water is going to fall out of the bucket on the way back. Right or wrong? Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm crazy as fuck. If we're in this chain, passing resources, money, some of that shit is going to spill out along the way. So by the time it gets to the house where it's supposed to put out the fire, we got another motherfucker on the other side just regular pouring gas. We've seen it several times. What is it? 16 to 20% of men making 90% of the damn children out of wedlock? And guess what? Throw Kofa in there. My baby's out of wedlock. She's 20 goddamn years old. I did my job. I raised mine. Maybe Umar's raising his, but guess what? Both of his out of wedlock. I don't think the brother's ever been married. So to sit up on a platform like this, because these brothers got a lot of subscribers, a lot of reach, and to put this shit out that black men are to the blame for the black community, like black women just ain't got no issues going on, like they're not choosing to their. You see how frustrated this brother is on the left with the boot on his foot. You see how frustrated he is on his face. He just said it. You got an Eli. You chose the Pookie. Umar completely deflected. Why does the Pookie exist? Nigga, I don't know. I'm not his daddy. I'm not his mama. I didn't raise him in a fucked up environment. King Pookie, otherwise known as House of Hypocrites. The brother from a couple of months ago that went viral on TikTok because he said he had 7 kids by 7 baby mamas. Now that brother was raised in a 2-parent household. They still fucking married. He said he had a great fucking upbringing. He's just a selfish ass nigga. White supremacy did not do that, Umar. And it's a lot of these dudes running around. That's one man. One. I try not to do math in public, but I think I got this one. That's one man for 7 women. Now multiply another dude. So now you got 2 black men for 14 women. You got 3 brothers sitting on the couch right there that you're blaming for not doing something for the community at large. So if those 2 dudes exist in the community, that's 14 fucking women out there that those 3 guys are supposed to take care of, plus their own fucking families. But this shit makes sense to Umar while he's saying it, because the sisters love him for that shit. But then we say, sister, you got to start picking better. Ain't nobody to pick from. These niggas all the same. This, that, and the third. Listen to the same bullshit. Again, the brother said it. You had an Eli. You picked the Pookie intentionally. I keep saying it. A lot of this shit that's going on in our community can be laid squarely at the feet of our women in mass. Why? Because black women in mass, in general, across the board, many, not all, but majority, have kids out of wedlock. Those that have a kid out of wedlock have multiple kids after that. At least to the tune of 2. So the majority of our women are choosing guys that don't want to be fathers. So when we talk about the numbers of why black men ain't in the home, he wasn't never going to be there any damn way. His role was to procreate according to the women.